brand new video. Today we're doing college basketball player props here on PrizePicks. Before I get started, there's a link in the description below to sign up for PrizePicks, or you can use promo code TUFF to sign up. PrizePicks will match 100% of your first deposit. There's a Discord link in the description below where the main server is completely free. Super strong community in there. Everyone's just really trying to help each other win. As well as Patreon link is in the description below this video as well, where I do post all the player props here that I'm making on PrizePicks for each given sport that I do play. I play college basketball, NFL, college football, and NBA. So go to check out that link. I do post on Patreon every single day. But let's get into it, you guys. Tuesday, November 8th, college basketball is back. Now, it was back yesterday, but we did have the full NBA slate. We had NFL, Monday Night Football, so didn't really have time to make a video. But college basketball here, daily college basketball content on this channel, you guys. Again, if you go to my channel, you see I cover NBA, NFL, college football. I cover a ton of sports here, but college basketball, I started this channel after March Madness last year, so obviously this is the first video I'm making here on college basketball, but it really truly is one of my favorite sports to bet player props on. Super fun to watch. Obviously, there's a little bit less volatility in my opinion because, I mean, the star guys are the star guys in college basketball, and again, games can be super high scoring and super low scoring at the same time. So again, really important to do research here on these props here, but there is two props here that I like here. We have a little bit of a smaller slate today, obviously massive slate yesterday, college basketball, so a little bit of a smaller slate today, but I did want to open up this first video here with two player props that I do like. Again, I'm not a gambling expert, not financial advice. This is simply just the player props here that I'm personally looking at making, hopefully giving you guys some insight and analysis to make your own player props here. If you're not yet subscribed already, please subscribe to the channel. If you take a look at all my channel videos, I do post every single day. And please drop a like on this video if you guys got any value from it. So let's get into it. The first one that I like is going to be a fantasy score prop. It's going to be Dwight Murray Jr. And I like his over 27.9 fantasy score. A little bit interesting. 27.9. This might be the first 0.9. This might even be a mistake here. This could be trying to be at 28 flat. I'm not really sure, but we're going to take the over here on this one, 27.9 for Dwight Murray. So he is a point guard here for Rider Bronx. Rider, a mid-major Division I team. But you can see here, he's hit the over on this dating back to last season, right? So this is the first game of the year for them. Dating back to last season, 30, 28, and 37 fantasy points over on this one last season. I mean, didn't have anything less than 25. He is the starting point guard. He's been the starting point guard here for the Rider Bronx, right here, D. Murray Jr. He's been the starting point guard for like the last couple of seasons. We take a look real quickly at his game log, even dating back to this guy is a senior, right? 6 feet tall senior. Dating back to 2018-19, I mean, he was filling up the stat sheet way back then, right? So he's been the starter here on this team for a while now. Last season, though, however, I mean, he averaged 13, 6, and 4, filling up the stat sheet across the board. I mean, he had numerous games, right? Look at the rebounding numbers here for him, right? He's got games of 12 rebounds, 11 rebounds, 7 rebounds, 8 rebounds, 6 rebounds, 10 rebounds, 8 rebounds down here. He had 15, 6, and 8 against South Carolina. The teams that he's faced, like high major Division I teams, he's played pretty well. South Carolina, 15, 8, and 6. He had Ole Miss, 9, 6, and 3, 2 steals. So in these college basketball, by the way, fantasy score is the same as NBA, the scoring chart, right? Same breakdown as NBA. Nothing really different here. But Dwight Murray over 27.9, he pretty much averaged around 25, 26 fantasy points last season. And that was with, right, if we go to the Rider Bronx roster, I guess last season, 2021, Demencio Vaughn, the second leading scorer on this team, who played the second most minutes, or I guess the third most minutes on this team, behind Dwight Murray Jr. And I don't believe Alan Powell, I guess he's still on this team, but Demencio Vaughn, who led the team in rebounds, right? Just filled up the stat sheet across the board, led the team in rebounds and steals and blocks. He's no longer on the team. He graduated. He is a senior now, so he's gone. Just going to give a little bit more of an opportunity here for Dwight Murray Jr. I mean, he's a 4-year starter. And in this game, I like it as well because Rider is facing Providence, where Providence is significant favorites, 13-point favorites here for Providence, on the road here for Rider Bronx. And we usually see like a trend, in my opinion, for like mid-major schools or even low-major schools, Division I, when they go and play these high-major teams, that like the stars of the low-major or mid-major teams really play well and put up a lot of points, fill up the stat sheet, right? We've seen it in the NCAA tournament. We see it all the time, in these early season games where a team like Rider or just a low mid-major team plays a high-major team. The best player on this low mid-major team really thrives and fills up stat sheets. So I love that here for Dwight Murray Jr. tonight. I think this is just too low in my opinion. This is a guy that averaged around 25, 26 fantasy points last season. Now a year older, stepping into just even a bigger role than he's had previously. In a matchup where they're going to need a ton from him, being 13-point underdogs here on the road. So I'm taking Dwight Murray Jr. for Ryder over 27.9 fantasy score as the first play. Then the other play is going to be Kevin Easley Jr. for Duquesne, and again, that's how you pronounce it, Duquesne. I like his over 11.5 points here. Kevin Easley Jr., he hit this 4 of his last 5 games dating back to last season, had scoring games of 18, 16, 13, 20. He had a game against right here against GW where he only had 6 points. But Kevin Easley Jr. here, again, forward for Duquesne. I mean, he's the guy on this team now. Right here, you can see his game log dating back to last season. He had coming off a 20-point game in the Atlantic 10 Championship first round. He had 20 and 7 and 3, really filling up the stat sheet across the board, but really being able to score the basketball. And all we need tonight from him is 12 points, which to me is just a little bit too low. It's Montana versus Duquesne here, which Duquesne is the favorite, 4-point favorites. On the road or at home. 135 over under here, so I think this should be a pretty decent game, being Montana is a pretty decent team for as far as mid-major school goes. But Kevin Easley last season was third on the team in scoring, 10.7 points per game. The leading scorer now is gone. Primo Spears, he transferred to Georgetown, so he's gone. Just an even bigger role here for Kevin Easley now on the road against a team where 4 points, or I guess they're at home, 4-point spread here. Montana versus Duquesne. Kevin Easley Jr., I think, could easily hit this over 12 points. Really, in my opinion, a little bit too low for me. I think out of all the player props points-wise, this is just too low at 11.5. I paired this with the CSGO taco, by the way. For anyone wondering, today, the CSGO taco here, depending when you're watching this video. But Kevin Easley Jr., over 11.5 points, I think is a strong play. Again, just an elevated role. We see this in college basketball. A player leaves, player transfers. The next man up really gets a significant jump and boost in their role in an offense. And Kevin Easley Jr. here, Kevin Easley Jr. now a junior on the team. He's been look at his freshman year. I mean, 15 points, 25 points, 22 points, 20 points, 15, 21, 17, 15, 26 points. I mean, he could score the basketball. We need 12 points from him tonight. This is when he was a freshman, right? Look at what he was a junior, or I guess he got a redshirt year, 2021. Had a little bit of down year here. Not really sure what happened as far as the depth chart and things like that. But I love this play here tonight. Kevin Easley Jr. stepping into the role. I believe he'll probably be the number one guy on offense. There is also Trey Williams, right, who we just talked about, wherever he is. Yeah, Trey Williams here, right, at 10.8. He averaged 0.8 more points than Kevin Easley. But on PrizePicks here, we are getting Kevin Easley at a little bit more of a discount. 11.5 points. Trey Williams at 12.5. So I'm going to ride with Kevin Easley Jr., 11.5 points here. So Dwight Murray Jr., 2 juniors. Dwight Murray Jr. over 27.9 fantasy, and Kevin Easley Jr. over 11.5 points. 2 plays here I'm making on college basketball PrizePicks. Again, let me know in the comments below how you guys feel about these props. I'm not a gambling expert, not financial advice, simply just the plays I'm personally looking at making. We are doing college basketball videos every day. There is a significant slate of college basketball. Hit that subscribe button, you guys. Drop a like on this video. And as always, let's cash.